What's up, UH Nation? Thanks for tuning into Dallas's Week 2 recap. Kevin Minnick here with co-host Billy Hilliard. We're going to go over a few games in Week 2 that really stood out to us, starting with our Dallas Athletic League and the Glass House Shooters. Glass House Shooters really stepped up their game this week. They won last week. They did a good job, but this week they started doing full court pressing, fast breaking, and they just really took it to the next level. We have Stan shooting 3-pointers left and right. I mean, he scores so many from the 3-point line. Awesome player, great shooting guard. They utilize him very well. Down low, we got Mike Swisher, who does a phenomenal job at just dominating the boards. He's crafty underneath the hoop. He knows all the post moves. Great player. We had an awesome play where Cecil Hood, point guard for Glass House Shooters, drove into the basket and did a behind the legs or under the legs pass to Mike Swisher, who finished for an awesome bucket. So they put on an awesome show. Now we're going to break to James Ramsey interviewing Matthew Minnick and Cecil Hood. Next person I want to talk about is Jordan Lair. Awesome player. He really stepped it up this in Week 2. Put on a phenomenal show. He was just hitting 3-pointers left and right. They couldn't stop him. Leanaways. He plays great defense. He hustles. He gets down the court. He makes hard layups. He makes difficult shots. He brought in over 20 points. I believe he was 6 for 9 behind the 3-point line, and is just an all-around good player. He's brand new to the league, and he's here to stay. I'm glad to have him on board. Now we're going to cut to James Ramsey, who interviewed him.
Next, we'll talk about Brandon Bussey. I mean, you can't say enough about how much this guy helps our team, outside, inside, bringing the ball up, on defense. Just an all-around great player, one of the better players I've ever seen in Plano. So it's a luxury to have him, definitely.
Former Ninja Turtle.
Former Ninja Turtle, brought him out of retirement.
How does he compare with his chemistry with the Turtles versus Free Dirk?
Definitely, a little bit has carried over. Of course, we have Duran Cherry as well, who used to be a Turtle. So those guys haven't played together in a while, but it looked like they had just played together yesterday. Great rapport between the two, knowing where each other are on the court, knowing where each other are going to go. Very veteran and savvy basketball players. Duran, you can't say enough about this guy as well. He lights it up from outside. He gets to the rim flawlessly. He makes it look so easy, but it's so hard. You really can't describe the way this guy plays. You have to watch him.
I always tell people Duran doesn't know what a 3-point line is, because if he's open, he shoots, and 90% of the time it goes in. So you can't blame him. A lot of times, you see these guys that shoot way behind the NBA 3-point line, and you're just like, why are you doing this? But Duran, I'm like, please shoot.
He dropped 43 last night. Shot over 60%. You can't really complain about that.
That's what we have for our Week 2 recap for the Dallas region. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.